Good morning again to some of you. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, since we ran into some technical difficulties on Monday, let's try to get those symbiosis projects turned in today. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody's coming in slowly but surely. There we go. All right. Good morning again to some of you. Chance. I keep admitting, and then it won't admit. All right, so again, we had some technical difficulties on Monday, so please try to get your symbiosis project completed and turned in today. Um, yes, the work page for the Gizmo, yes, you do. And I'm going to open that up so that it's not late. And so I'll be checking on that while you. All right. Looks like some folks are having trouble being admitted. There we go. Finally. Okay. All right, so keep in mind that you only had to pick one of the three relationships. So you should have a title to your project, and your title should be whichever topic you picked, ritualism or parasitism. You should define it. Then you should introduce the two organisms that you have selected that are in that relationship. Talk about them as individuals, and then your next should be how they are in whichever relationship that you are discussing. Then you want to have pictures of each one. So you can have them separately. Then you can have a picture of them. I'm just suggesting possible pictures, but you can have a picture of them in the mutualist or the whichever relationship that you have selected. And then you need a graph or data of some sort as to how this relationship affects the ecosystem as a whole. Are we involved in this relationship? Do we affect it at all? Are they endangering a species? Are they overrunning an ecosystem? Um, those are kinds of things you need to think about when you get to that question on interactions. All right, so again, try to finish that up today. Make sure that you have cited your references. And people keep asking me, how long does it need to be? Excluding your reference slide and your title slide, it should be at least 6 slides long. It shouldn't be less than. So if you add those two in, that's 8. Those of you who are doing it as a document, you need to have at least 6 paragraphs, not including your reference and your introduction. Okay. Alrighty. And if you are so blessed to have completed that already, we are going to move on to the next module, not module, but the next lesson in the module. So please look at that. Okay, tell you what that is in a second.
See, I call you Chris Hansen, but I call you Chris Hansen. Oh, no, you got that. You got that.
All right, somebody's not muted. Let me see who that is. Thank you. Yes, you are working on your, I only see 2 people who have turned that in. So that means everybody else still needs to turn it in. 6 people out of 30. All right, so again, if you've already turned that in, some people still owe a gizmo. There's a Dropbox for the gizmo. If you are finished with that, the next lesson is community structure. So please take a look at that. Mm, Okay, I need to change the availability date on that. And I might extend the due date on that as well. All right, and I ask your patience. This is a large class, and with these assignments that require all of these readings, that one too. Okay. All right, so I had to fix some of these. They were not in total points, and they are now. All right, y'all keep in mind, I would rather you do the assignment than not do the assignment. But when I extend the availability date, that doesn't change the due date. except, let's see, this is the gizmo. All right, so the gizmo, I'm going to extend the due date to the availability date. And then I'm going to do the availability date to Friday. All right. So if you got it in before Monday, it's not late, but it will be only available until it'll be open until Friday. So you're still trying to turn in that gizmo. You need to work on that too. All right, let me work on changing the date for this one. All right, so I'm not going to change this one so much. This one says that it was due on Thursday and it's available until Friday. So I'm going to leave that one as is. So again, everybody should be working on their symbiosis case study. If you are finished with your symbiosis case study, you can read the next unit on community. We are almost finished with this module on ecological interactions. So you might want to go back and review levels of organization and the roles of an ecosystem if you are already done. bunch of people. All right. Good morning. Good morning. I just let several of you in just now. You should be finishing up your symbiosis project that's due today. Sophia, you need to go to your Clever page. It's explorelearning.com. Yes, I changed the Gizmo data has been changed, but this one, the habitat one, I don't know why this didn't admit everybody. The habitat that you're, sorry, not habitat, symbiosis that you're working on today, that's technically due tomorrow, late on Friday. All right, so please try to get it finished today. I think this is having difficulty letting folks in. Don't know what's up with that. Again, if you just joined, you are finishing up the symbiosis project. It's due tomorrow. It's late on Friday. Change the due dates to accommodate the technical issues that we ran into. Also, the gizmo, that one has been extended as well, but it's also late on Friday. Um, no, you will not be working on it tomorrow in class. We're moving on. So please try to get it done today. We are moving on to community tomorrow. We'll not be doing this in class. All right. If you have turned in everything, yeah, I did. No, refresh your page. Hold on, let me come back out of what I am doing. Let me look at these dates again. All right, with the gizmo, I changed the due date. I changed it from last week to this week, Monday. So I did change it. So it's still late, but it's open. You can submit it until Friday. Okay, I'm trying to share the page and it won't let me do that. So if your dates haven't changed, you need to refresh your page because I just changed them. All right. So Gizmo, somebody's asking me about it. So I changed it from being available on the 5th to actually I changed the wrong date there. Hold on. Because it shouldn't I changed we started that before that. All right, let's see. Due date and available date. Actually, because it was due on I changed the available date and that's the wrong date. That one, I'll change that to today. This was available from last Thursday. Changed the wrong dates. All right, so if you get it done today, it's not late. Today's assignment. All right, so that's due. And again, we started it last week. It's due tomorrow. It's open until Friday. You should have at least 3 pictures, maybe more. You should have a picture of each individual in your relationship and then one possibly showing them as in the relationship and then one, so that's 4. If you do it that way, that's 4 pictures that you should have one that's showing your statistics or your graph or however you present that question. So that one needs a pic. That whole question can be done as a graph or a picture. There is no module for the gizmo. It was on your to-do list. Look at this as a student. All right, all right, so if you're still looking for the gizmo, it was on your to-do list. Clicked on case study. Okay, why isn't there a folder there? There was before because people have submitted. All right, well, let me see what's wrong with this. Hmm. Okay, it should have a submission folder. Why doesn't it? There it is. I don't know what happened before, but it's fixed now. They've been doing some things with Zoom and the tech situation, so hopefully it's fixed. But there it is. If you were having trouble submitting your Gizmo, it's fixed now, so you should be able to submit. Again, it's located on your to-do list. So let me try that again. I don't know what happened there before. All right, so click on that. Hmm. Oh, this is the way it looks for you. So you have to submit the assignment. Let me stop looking at it as a student. It still looks the same. Okay. All right, so Sophia, you straight? You can find that. Okay, good. All right, so again, you should, unless you have already turned in your project and you've turned in anything else that's missing, because I'm going to get caught up and you should get caught up too. And again, I beg your indulgence. This is the largest class I have, and all of these are written assignments that have to be read. Wow. Yeah, I stopped. Wow. Sorry for that, folks. Y'all keep asking so many questions today. All right, again, how many slides is you should have one slide for each question, not including your title slide and your reference slide. Um, we got 3 minutes left to class. Any questions? Any questions? All right, so again, we're moving on to, so you can, if you need to use, two people ask the restroom, go ahead and log out and see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.